usually a 10% off item, one or two 10% off items. Well, this month they threw me for a loop and they gave us 2 kits of 10% off oils. So all these products are bundled in a huge savings. And if you don't have an account yet and you would like to get your own doTERRA wholesale account so that you can get everything at a discount in doTERRA, no obligations to sell anything, these kits are offered as a new member kit, and that waives the $35 startup cost of normally becoming a doTERRA wholesale member. Kind of like how Costco has a startup cost just to get into the door. So we are going to quickly help you learn a little bit about all these oils. So our May promos are, first of all, we have Citrus Twist is our free product. If you do a $125 loyalty item off order, you get Citrus Twist free. And then these are the 10% off kits I was talking about. So the Respond kit is really dealing with emotion. There's a lot of high emotion right now with everything that's going on. So this is really good for your whole household. And then we have the Protect kit to deal with our natural healthy body systems, keeping our body healthy. So Lita,
yep.
Can you tell us a little bit about Citrus Twist, please?
Sure.
And I'm going to show you.
Am I on the screen? It looks like, oh, there I am. Okay, great. Thank you. All right, everybody. So, Citrus Twist is an oil you cannot even buy. It's a blend of different oils that are uplifting and cheerful. And when I talk a little bit about the oils, it might help you to understand what you can use it for. But it's an oil that's really was specifically crafted for diffusing. You absolutely can use it because the oil's in it. You can use it different things. So let me first break down what's in it, and then I'll explain a little bit more of the uses. It has wild orange, lemongrass, ginger oil, ginger extract, and Litsea. And it's used for topical and aromatic use. So the citruses, the wild orange, is a really nice uplifting smell, and with the spiciness of the ginger and the ginger extract, it gives a really nice kind of complement. And then lemongrass and Litsea have similar chemical profiles. They're very cleansing, and so they're incredible for just cellular support as well as for immune support. They're great for cleaning. So I actually think this would be a really good oil to clean because these oils do have cleansing properties, but they're also really great for what's in the oil. So if we know ginger, we think of digestion, right? And so if you look at this, you can definitely dilute it with some coconut oil or fractionated coconut oil and rub that on your belly to soothe an upset stomach. You could actually, because Litsea is a potent and lemongrass are potent cellular support as well as wild orange, and even ginger, guys. Okay, so all of them, you can put on the bottoms of your feet to boost immunity, support immunity, and then just definitely diffuse it. So as we know, lemongrass is a great oil that's very cleansing. So for people who hoard things, right, or want to let go of things that don't need to get rid of, lemongrass is an oil that's kind of known for that. And so this has lemongrass in it. And with that citrus and spice, I think it's a great oil to use to diffuse. And when you're cleaning, spring cleaning, getting rid of stuff, decluttering, I think it's going to be very uplifting and warming. Second of all, I've heard people diffuse Citrus Twist. And whenever you want to make it diffuse a blend with another oil and you don't know what, always remember, look what oil's in that blend and use one of the oils that's listed. So put a ginger or put lemongrass or put wild orange in with this blend, and it's going to make it amazing. But it's the other thing you can do, I've heard people mix Citrus Twist, Citrus Bliss, which we'll talk about how to get that free if you're new, and Citrus Bloom, which was in the BOGO last week. I've seen people use equal drops of these three oils in their diffuser. So that's a great way to use it. And then let me see if there's anything else. Also, you can put it on cotton balls and put it around in your car, in the car vents, when you're driving. With any essential oil, you can put it on a cotton ball and stick it on the edge of your vents. So you can smell that while you're driving. It's really uplifting. And then if you just as you're thinking positive thoughts, it's a great time to diffuse that. It's relaxing, refreshing, and uplifting. Thanks. I'm done with that one. Okay, Maranatha. I'm not sure where she went. Hopefully I could just move along. I'm the co-host.
I was just muted.
Sorry. I was like, she fine.
I figured it out that I was muted. Can you not see me?
Now I can see you.
Okay, wonderful. All right, so that's probably not the right picture. I think I clicked it too slow on the laptop here. Okay, so the Protect Kit, it's for, staying healthy for our immune system. So this kit contains, yes, it contains all these oils, but before we go into that, I want to let you know that it includes a diffuser. Okay, so this is a petal diffuser. This is normally a $47 diffuser, and it is my absolute favorite diffuser. It has, oh my gosh, it's got water in it, so I gotta be careful. So this little red dot, I don't know if you can see it. Okay, there's a red dot. Just believe me when I tell you. There it is. And you fill the water to the red dot. And diffusing these oils that are in this kit are going to be amazing. But we're going to get into the power of, why we would want to diffuse some of these oils. They do amazing things. And also, this is a great tool. It's one of the most efficient ways to get oils into your airways, into your home. And it also acts as an air purifier. I have a friend who she has an air purifier that measures the quality of the air. And when she turns on the diffuser, the air purifier gives the air a higher rating when the diffuser is running.
Oh, I love that. So, thank you.
Yeah, so really, I mean, it basically gave her feedback that she maybe doesn't even need an air purifier if she has the diffuser running. So I love that. It's really cool. And this diffuser is my favorite. It covers 330 square feet. The mist can be on we want the mist to be on, right? But it can be on full blast the whole time, or it can be on intermittent. And the intermittent, what it does is doubles how long it runs. So normally it can run either 2 or 6 hours. And when you put it on intermittent, it can run 12 hours. It's perfect for at night. And then in the daytime, if I put this at the bottom of my stairs and I go up into my loft bonus room area, I can smell the diffuser from the bottom of the staircase.
Oh, that's
we have
awesome.
A pretty high staircase, or long. So this is very powerful. This is absolutely, hands down, my favorite diffuser that doTERRA sells. Okay, so I'm excited that it includes a diffuser since this is an enrollment kit, because I think everybody should start with a diffuser, and it's only $125. So for the whole kit, not just for the diffuser. So Lita, would you please tell us about bergamot?
Sure. So bergamot is one of the best oils. So when you think of oils for anxious feelings, you're going to always think about lavender, most likely. Most of the research is on lavender and melissa. But the other oil that's really well studied for mood is bergamot or bergamot. And it's from Sicily, and it's absolutely amazing for mood. And so when someone thinks of bergamot, there is a plant that's in the western United States that's also called bergamot, but this is different. This is the citrus. So the citrus is beautiful, kind of a light green citrus, and it is really amazing for Earl Grey tea. You might have had Earl Grey tea, and the bergamot or bergamot oil is what makes so that gives it that significant or that signature taste. So bergamot is used for different things, such as feelings of being stuck on certain things, like certain ways of thinking, certain things, trauma, also insomnia, stress, muscle cramps and joint issues, fungal support, especially for coughs and especially coughs that maybe have a viral undertone. You're going to use bergamot definitely for that. And then for any kind of oily skin. So bergamot or bergamot is one of the more sun-sensitive oils. You have to be really careful about putting it on your skin and then going right onto the sun that's exposed, because it can cause a photosensitive reaction. But bergamot is wonderful in a wash-off product, and it helps with acne and oily skin. And any red, flaky, or itchy skin, it's really wonderful too. And it helps with self-worth issues. You can apply, dilute it to your belly button. That's what a lot of people use it for, and emotional balance. And so it's a great oil that's also found in different blends that we have. Even our Clary Calm has it. Citrus Bliss has it also. And it blends well with lavender, patchouli, and ylang ylang. And so it's really great for just supporting the mood, depressed and low feelings, a healthy inflammatory response, digestive stimulant, fungal support. and it's from the pressed from the fruit of the rind, just the rind of the bergamot flower of fruit. Sorry, sorry about that. So you can actually then take it in a capsule 1 to 2 days to boost immunity and promote healthy cells for the On Guard tea tree and bergamot together. You can apply bergamot or any of these oils to your pulse points. I would dilute bergamot and On Guard for skin sensitivity. Tea tree I've been known to use. All oils can be diluted, but that's probably the one that's gentler out of all of them. But I would recommend diffusing all throughout the day to cleanse the air. Tea tree is very kind of really good, kind of herbaceous. The On Guard is the kind of has a little bit of Christmas smell with the sugar and spice, and that bergamot is just the most delicate citrus smell that you ever had. So it's a great oil.
Yeah, I love it so much. Okay, and then tea tree oil. This is our antifungal oil, and it's really good for your skin. I put it in a blend for my infant, and whenever she gets a flare-up now, thank God for doTERRA, because when she was about 7, that's when we started, I think, yeah. And we discovered tea tree, frankincense, and lavender in coconut oil. I use 15 drops of each in a 15 ml spray bottle and fill the rest with coconut oil. And we just spray that on when she has an eczema flare-up, and it takes it away very quickly. That same blend you can use for all kinds of things, like yeast infections. So there's lots of things you can do with that blend. And then tea tree itself, I want to share just some extra little hints about tea tree, okay? So tea tree, oh yeah, and don't forget it's good for an earache. I just had some mama write me about that today, about using it for an earache. You put it on a cotton ball, stick it in the ear. It's just on the cotton ball. Leave it in for 8 hours, replace it again after 8 hours. Okay, so you can use tea tree for landscaping, okay? If you are out working in the garden, or if you literally are a landscaper, or trimming your bushes or something like that. Spring is here. Well, for most of us, in some places I hear it's snowing. So you can use Douglas fir with tea tree for skin sensitivity to trees and shrubs. I don't have an exact recipe for you, but
wait, what? Douglas fir and tea tree for yourself, so not for the gardening, but before you go out to garden.
For your skin, before you go out, you put that combination on, and of course we always dilute, right? And they actually smell really good together, from what I hear.
Wow, my mind is blown. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And then you can also put tea tree, put a little bit on your dental floss to reduce gum inflammation and reduce bleeding of the gums. And, your dental hygienist will thank you. They'll notice when they clean your teeth that you bleed less. And also there are many, there's some natural dentists that are completely into natural things. And so they say you can just brush your teeth with literally just a drop of tea tree on your toothbrush. And you don't even need to
brush your teeth with just a drop of tea tree. Wow. Okay, I love it.
You don't even have to use that. Okay. And it's also whitening to the teeth. And if you add a drop of wild orange, you would think that wild orange would turn your teeth yellow or orange, but it doesn't. It's whitening. So it's really awesome. And I guess you could use any citrus oil you wanted, but particularly wild orange is whitening to the teeth along with the tea tree. So there's some offbeat uses of tea tree that you may have never thought of before that I learned in a very secret place.
Okay. Wow, secret place. Can I just give you something? I had a team little get together, and I dropped off a bunch of gifts to people on Friday night, and that was the first time I left my house. We have special needs kids, so I'm really trying to stay close to home as possible, except for walking. And I have to tell you, I was really concerned. I gargled with On Guard mouthwash, and I got into the shower and I had my toothbrush and I had tea tree. It was sits in my shower all the time to add to your shampoo for dandruff. I'm not saying I have that, mind you. Okay. Anywho, I put a drop of tea tree on my toothbrush and I basically did a tongue scraping, but a little bit of brushing the back of my tongue. Is that too gross? I didn't gag, but I was getting close. And I gargled with the shower water. Is this gross? I might be telling TMI. And let me tell you, I came out of the shower and there was no more, I felt really good, no more sore throat. No, that weird tickle was gone. And then I woke up and I was totally fine. So I actually kind of agree with your tea tree. I never would have put that in together. And let's talk about the internal use, because it used to be called Melaleuca, alternifolia, and that had a generally regarded as safe label on, and now it's called tea tree, and they've taken that label off. So, but you can still use it internally. Maranatha, could you speak to that?
Yeah, you can still use it internally. They just changed it because, the FDA updated some labeling rules, but it has been, used internally for a long time, at least the doTERRA version of tea tree oil. Because, there's all different species of the plant, right?
Right.
So the species that we use, it actually is safe for internal use, and I will continue to use it internally, but because the FDA updated some things, they had to change that label. So they're no longer allowed to promote it for internal use. But personally, I'm going to keep using it internally.
Me too.
And I know lots of other people who are going to do the same.
Yes.
Can I add something here?
Yeah.
Justin Harrison had talked about this, and one of the things he had made a comment about was or your regular toothbrush, putting some tea tree on it and massaging your gums with it.
Yep.
It was really helpful for gum disease.
That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I heard that talk and I couldn't remember the details, but that just goes along exactly with what we were saying.
Yep.
And so there's many uses for tea tree. We could probably talk about it.
Yes, we should move along to the next one.
So Lita, would you love to tell us about frankincense?
Yes, except that's On Guard.
I know.
Oh, okay. Do you want to show the kit then, so I can because they might get confused what kit I'm talking about?
Well, you can just talk about On Guard then.
Okay, all right. So since it's on the slide, I'll talk about On Guard. So all three of those can be used internally. So again, I like to gargle with it. The On Guard, we have a whole line of products, but it's a small bottle of On Guard, and in this kit, and it's called the Protective Blend, and it's wonderful for supporting your immune system, especially during the seasonal times that we're at. If you're having a occasional cough or sore throat or any kind of issue that way, you're definitely going to want to put a drop in water and swallow. You can dilute and add to your chest, your throat, or put in a capsule. It's really great for oral health. So absolutely, because of the cloves especially too, it's wonderful for gargling. And for gum health. So we have it in our toothpaste, but I sometimes have put it on my toothbrush when I needed it. Also, fungal support and urinary tract support. Definitely for to clean, you definitely want to use On Guard, and they have doTERRA cleaners with On Guard already in that. So this is a wonderful oil, and it has clove, wild orange, cinnamon bark and cinnamon leaf, eucalyptus, globulus, which is different than the single eucalyptus we sell. It's meant to be taken internally, as well as rosemary. So it's an excellent, strong immunity oil. So that is a great thing, and it comes in this kit.
Thank you. Okay. And then, of course, on the screen you can see, but in case you're just listening like me, sometimes I just listen and I don't look at pictures. So you can apply these oils or apply bergamot to your pulse points and the bottoms, or all of them, I don't know, to your pulse points and the bottoms of your feet 2 to 3 times a day. Take it in a capsule 1 to 2 times a day to boost your immunity and promote healthy cells, and diffuse it throughout the day to cleanse the air. All of these, I guess the bergamot is on your pulse points because it just smells really good. And then the tea tree is the one that you could take in a capsule. And then the On Guard, diffusing it through the day to cleanse the air.
Yes.
I would not want to diffuse tea tree.
Really?
It doesn't smell fabulous to me. But
Really?
Some people love the smell of tea tree.
It smells
so
amazing with Breathe, because there's already tea tree in Breathe. And so it smells great with citrus. I don't know if I put them. So my favorite is Breathe, lemon, On Guard, and tea tree. And so if you just add Breathe to this combination, you have a potent immune support blend, because that bergamot will be similar to lemon, and it'll be super sweet smelling. Somehow when you put Breathe, lemon or bergamot, On Guard, and tea tree together, it becomes this most beautiful sweet smell. I don't know if you've ever tried it, Maranatha. You've got to go do that tonight and tell me how it is, okay? It's great.
Okay, so Breathe, bergamot, and tea tree. Okay.
On Guard and tea tree. Blot. Well, BB.
It's On Guard and tea tree?
Yeah, it's the oils that you see there, and just add Breathe to it. And if you don't have bergamot yet, you're going to get bergamot this month. If you don't have bergamot yet, use your lemon. So I call it Blot or Blanc.
Oh, okay.
But to definitely add your bergamot instead of your lemon and see what you think of that. Sounds
okay,
good.
Cool, thanks. All right. Oh, yeah, and then we have the Mother's Day kit, and this is a promotion that's going on right now. So I want to tell you why this is a good deal. Rose oil in a roller by itself is $70. So you can get it's a 10 ml bottle, right? So you can actually get more oil than even comes in the rose, because these oils are all 4 ml. So it's 20 ml of oil, 20 milliliter of oil. So it's double the amount of oil that you would get, and it's 5 different oils. It includes rose, and it's all of our beautiful floral oils, plus a really special one that is a sacred flower from Egyptian history. And it was a flower that they used for uplifting their mood. The fragrance, they would get the oil out of it, and a fragrance that just uplifted them and helped them with joy and happiness during hard times. So this kit also includes neroli, which is orange blossom. And living here in Florida, I just love the smell of orange blossoms. It brings me back to my childhood when my neighborhood wasn't all subdivisions, and there was actually orange groves all over the place. My whole area where I live used to be orange groves. So I love the smell of orange blossom, neroli. And then there's magnolia, which also smells fabulous. It's actually my favorite smell out of the whole kit.
Really?
There's jasmine.
Oh, I love jasmine. That's my favorite. Okay.
Oh, jasmine is amazing too, but I just prefer magnolia oil over jasmine oil for the fragrance. And
Really?
then the blue lotus, which smells amazing. So you can't buy blue lotus normally, so this is a great chance to try something, and they're so gorgeous. They're beautiful little bottles. So I just feel so special opening this box. Like, it's really nice. So grab this kit, $68, and I think it's 50 PV. If you're ordering this on your LRP cart, you will want to add one extra thing to the cart before you check out so that you can get your points on it and get all your shipping back and credit. Okay, then we have Citrus Twist, which we already talked about. And I think we went over these.
Yeah, we already went over that. Yeah, we can skip this.
Okay. All right. So these oils come from the Respond kit. So Lita, would you please tell us a bit about lavender?
Okay, yeah. Lavender is a great oil. It's the gateway oil, or like Swiss Army knife kind of oil. You can use it for multiple different purposes, similar to frankincense in that way. Lavender is a great oil for allergies or seasonal support with pollen. So I'll put a drop under my tongue when I'm around cats, and it really keeps my breathing under control too, and it just helps keep everything calm. And so I use a drop of lavender under my tongue, or mix with lavender, lemon, and peppermint in a shot glass of water or a veggie capsule. But you also can buy a soft gel called Tri-Ease. Tri-Ease that has lemon, lavender, peppermint in a capsule if you don't want to take this internally. However, you can also, for my kids who are allergic to cats, we put lavender, just gently tap it on, get a little swipe of lavender from the bottle and rub it over your nose, under your nose, on your throat. Super helpful, and they can be around cats. So great for all the seasonal stuff happening now. People are wondering, am I getting ill? Is it allergies or hay fever? So go ahead and use your lavender right away before you go out for your walks, or when you're decluttering your house and getting dust kicked up. Go ahead and use that. Diffuse that. Use it internally and topically. Great for anything red to the skin, calming to the skin. So think of sun, too much sun. In the kitchen, if you get your skin too hot, you touch something, it gets really hot, you can use it immediately, and it's amazing for any kind of burns. For any kind of like scarring, you can mix it with some oil or ointment and rub it on for scars. Really good for what's known for sleep and stress, or calming down to go to sleep. And it's great for anxious feelings and even teeth grinding. But I really love it when it comes to cuts and wounds and blisters. Like when we all start wearing shoes again and we have to buy new shoes for everyone. Their feet are all grown. You're going to want to use, for all the new blisters, you're going to use some lavender on that. And bug bites and hives even. It's really great. I really like it. With my first major story with lavender was, besides the allergies stuff, is redness in my eye. I woke up with a really crusty red eye, and I used tea tree and lavender, just like barely tapped a little bit on it and went around the eye bone, nowhere near my eye. And then I would cut my hand over it. And I know, Bernath, that you have a good story with that, but that really helped me. Also, the studies show that lavender is very supportive to a healthy blood pressure. You can take it internally or put over your pulse points. It works really well with neroli. That's what the research has shown, and a couple other oils. If you have head tension, you're going to use lavender. And then for emotional balance, it just helps you to feel expressed. That's what it's known for, good, clear expression. So over your throat before you have to speak would be a great time. It's in our Clary Calm, and it's so many different blends that we have. Aroma Touch, children's calming blend, children's soothing blend. It's great in past tense. It's in serenity. So it's just very calming and a great oil. So I hope everyone has lavender, because you can tell what I said. It has so much you can do with it.
Thank you. Okay, so then we have copaiba, and copaiba has many of the same benefits of frankincense, just a very different aroma, and it is $35 to buy a bottle of copaiba. It is compared to CBD oil sometimes, and I like how it also has a C and a B in it. And it does work with your endocannabinoid system in your body, just like CBD oil does. But I've heard it actually works better because it goes directly to the endocannabinoid receptor site, whereas CBD has some kind of a workaround. It's also a more stable product. So it's easier to produce and makes a better, it's more reliable to get a consistent chemistry than something like CBD oil. So what that means for us is that it helps with pain relief. It's also antifungal. So hey, add that to your yeast infection spray, right? It's anti-inflammatory. Again, that reduces pain. It's analgesic, so it's going to help reduce pain, like if you put it on a baby's gums.
I use it on my gums. It's amazing. Or my kids' gums. It's so good.
Yeah. So adults, we can have gum pain too, unfortunately. And then it is also a diuretic. So if you are retaining water, you're swollen, drink a lot of water, take some copaiba. It's also an expectorant, so it can help you breaking up mucus and coughing it out. It helps with anxiety, congestion, skin infection, any kind of infection, really. And it helps with mood. It's very stabilizing to the mood. Like, put it under the tongue. It's like liquid Zen. Great for kids on the spectrum to be able to do that, or to put it on and use it for their anxieties and things like that.
Copaiba
also would help with nail fungus and with skin support and skin strengthening. So if you have like a family member, like an older relative usually would have like thin skin, or somebody who's been suffering from something like eczema or whatever, then the skin is getting a little bit thin from dealing with it. Now, thankfully, oils, if you're using oils to treat eczema, you're probably not going to have that type of skin reaction. But, if you're using oils for eczema, you're probably not dealing with thin skin, but as far as eczema goes. Anyways, combine your copaiba with some coconut oil and lather it on to your older relatives that may have thinning skin or thin skin. It also can, again, since it helps with pain, it can, much like how frankincense can help, it can help with a headache. Okay, so massaging that onto your forehead and scalp, temples, like put it on your fingers and kind of massage it in.
Oh, good idea.
And on the back of your neck, put it on your thumb and massage it onto the roof of your mouth. If you put it on your tongue, you can help you with pain even just by breathing it in and diffusing it, but also by wearing it topically on the area of concern. So if your knee hurts, put it on your knee. And I've heard it's amazing to combine copaiba with deep blue. Yes. It's really good for our skin. So wrinkles, pimples, blisters, blemishes, just put it on every day with a carrier oil. There's not a lot you can do for a blister, right? Because popping it actually isn't beneficial. So applying the copaiba over the blister will help speed along the healing process. It's great for high blood pressure, and you should put that on the bottom of your feet twice a day. It's good for athletes' feet, okay? Use a few drops to clean your feet, and then make sure to your clean, dry feet. That's what I'm trying to say. Use it in a detox for your bladder, okay? Apply it over the bladder for a detox of the bladder. Okay. And then it is very soothing to helping you if you're feeling like you're carrying the weight of the world and taking responsibility, things that aren't your responsibility, and just feeling the emotional heaviness of that. By breathing that in, it can help release that and soothe those feelings. So you can make pain cream out of this and use it in the diffuser. If you use it with copaiba, rosemary, peppermint, and clary sage, that's also really nice.
Oh, I
Okay,
love that.
and
I
it
love
helps with mental clarity to diffuse those because rosemary and peppermint we know are great for the brain, and then put that copaiba and clary sage as well. Okay, and then Lita, do you know anything about adaptive?
Yes, I know a little bit about adaptive. I'm going to share a little bit because I just realized my notes are in the other room for adaptive. So I'm just going to highlight what the oils are in it. And would you be so kind as to finish taking it over for me after I share one or two things? So with adaptive, it is a blend that came out this past fall and it's part of a 3-part series. So that's this blue bottle. They're right there. And then so what it is that it's a blend of oils. It has actually the copaiba she just talked about, lavender, magnolia, neroli, rosemary, things that she just talked about, spearmint, sweet gum, and wild orange. And it's very uplifting. It's in fact especially good in the diffuser. I find adaptive is great on diffuser jewelry. Kids love it too. But it's wonderful for lifts the mood while calming. So it's relaxing plus assists with focus and purpose. And so it also comes in a convenient roll-on called Touch, Adaptive Touch. That means it's diluted with coconut oil. And then you also have these convenient capsules. So you cannot take this oil internally because of the sweet gum, but in the capsules, they don't have sweet gum and they have a few other botanicals that are incredibly calming and very good for focus, stress, and anxious feelings. So you get the most out of it if you do use all three. You diffuse it with this oil. I would put a drop in the palm of your hands and cup and inhale over your nose, like that. Cup and inhale, and then I would definitely diffuse it, and then on the bottoms of your feet, on your t-shirt, or even like on a cami top, on my camisole, I'll sometimes put a drop of an oil. This would be a good one for that when you're driving with the crazy people out there, on a cotton ball, and then taking the capsule one a day and using the touch. Or dilute this oil and apply it over your touch points, your wrists, like a point in between here, between your thumb, like it's a pressure point for anxious feelings. It's right here. And so that's where they taught us at convention to go ahead and apply the adaptive oil and go ahead and push in. Like bergamot, which is a sun-sensitive oil, this also is a sun-sensitive oil. So it has citrus oil, so don't put it on your skin undiluted and then just go out in the sun. Try to dilute it and definitely put it underneath your clothing, where the sun don't shine. So over your heart is a great way to do that, to use this oil topically. And do you have anything else to add, Maranatha, about this oil?
Oh, no. That was amazing.
Okay.
Okay. And then from the Respond kit, we have lemon, peppermint, and breathe. So this can help. Lemon helps with your mood. Okay, it's very mood lifting. In a study, they diffused lemon in a room with people typing, a whole room full of people typing, and once they diffused the lemon, their errors in typing went down by 50%. So it helps with mental clarity, and it also helps with calming. So it's really great and uplifting to go ahead and diffuse that when you're cleaning the house, or just clean with it because it smells so good. And it's a natural, for certain nail polishes, depending on nail polish, it can actually help remove nail polish. It can be a natural nail polish remover.
That's awesome.
So that is amazing. So Lita, if you would go ahead and tell us about peppermint and breathe. Sure. And because I have to get some potatoes out of the oven.
Oh, that's hilarious. You can make me a co-host so I can move ahead. I am a co-host. Okay, great. All right, so peppermint. Who loves a good peppermint? Nothing will get your sinuses cleared out than in putting a drop of peppermint in your palm and cupping it over your nose. Keep your eyes closed. Also, peppermint we love for talking about sinuses. We're dealing with allergies not allergies, pollen issues. You're going to want to put peppermint in a steaming cup of water with lemon. And breathe if you like. Also goes well with tea tree and oregano for dealing with some pathogen type of microbes in your nose. It's wonderful for opening those airways when you have any kind of congestion. So at the first sign of not feeling your best, or getting something, feeling run down, or getting kind of not feeling under the weather, go ahead and put in a steam cup. So the steam cup, or also known as a steaming cup of death, is you boil enough water for a cup of water, a mug. You pour it into the mug, and then you have your oils there ready to go. You put breathe for children and lemon, and keep their eyes closed and start right here and just keep bringing the mug closer and closer to their face with their eyes closed. You can put your hands over it and let them breathe it in if they're not feeling well. For adults, you would use peppermint, lemon, oregano, and melaleuca or tea tree. It's the same thing. And you would go ahead and put that in a steaming cup of water, 2 drops. And you would start out here again, eyes closed, bring it closer, remove your glasses so the vapors don't get caught behind your glasses. And you can go as close as you can. And what you're doing is you're breathing it in. It's going to totally clear out the mucus. You might even cough, and that just helps really move things along. Also, it's really great for head tension. You could just take a little bit, whenever I use peppermint on my fingers, I want to make sure that I'm not using my pointer finger and get in my eye. So you put a drop of peppermint in your hand and make an L with your hand, and then you go ahead and then you can go ahead and tap it. So you, again, take your 3 fingers, tap it in there, and then take your fingers and rub it into your temples, back of your head, okay, forehead, and then really rub it and dip it in that peppermint and rub it into your head, scalp, wherever that headache is. You're going to find it really, really helpful. And then, so it's great for really bad head tension, bad breath, even a little swipe on the, if you just don't want to put a whole drop of peppermint because it's so strong, you could put a little dab on the back of your hand and lick it off for sinuses, but as well as for bad breath on the go. Decrease, it's great for sinus and breathing support. It can decrease milk supply. So if you are nursing, not for everyone, but you just need to pay attention to your body. Digestive discomfort and gastric comfort. And also, I was with somebody at an event and she had lost her sense of smell. And so she said, "Oh, I can't smell these oils." And she almost started to walk away. I'm like, "Well, come here. I want to try something." So I had her put her palm out. I put a drop of peppermint. She rubbed her palms together and cupped her hands. And her eyes got lit up. And she's like, "I've never been able to smell before. This is the first time I'm able to smell." And so she was so moved, and we were so thankful. It was like one of the highlights for me. And so it really helps for people who lost the sense of smell. Great for muscle tension and stiffness. Kind of like bug bites too. Think of that when you have itchy skin that's really crazy, diluting peppermint and putting that on. Think of the hot summer that women can have right from the inside, hot flashes. Great to use in the back of your neck. Make a spray bottle for the summertime. I don't know about pools, what's happening with swimming in the pools, but if you're at a hot place or you're in a big crowd, having a peppermint spray bottle, a few drops and some water, and spray the back of your neck, it brings your body temperature down. Or if you're hot temperature in your body, you can dilute it for children and adults and put on the bottoms of their feet, along their thighs, along the spine, and then the back of the neck. And for adults, I could go over their forehead. You never want to put peppermint or any breathe oil over their nose. So that's one way you can use it. Again, also for sunburns. Breathe has a similar profile. Breathe has peppermint in it, and it has tea tree oil, and it has lemon in it. So Breathe is a great oil. So again, you can use Breathe in the diffuser and then go ahead and add tea tree and lemon and make it really potent if you'd like. And again, if you add, that will open things up. So Breathe is a wonderful oil if you have any kind of rattling in your chest, any tightness. Right now, there's a lot of breathing issue concerns. So I would use this whenever I needed to have some sort of, I needed some sort of support. So I had struggled with this kind of wrestling, whistling in my chest from time to time. And so I put a drop of peppermint. I'm going to show you how I do this because it's going to be really helpful to people who have breathing issues. So a drop of Breathe in your palm, rub your palms together, 1 O here, 1 flat palm here. You put it together so you have this opening, okay, and then you breathe it in. Now for children, start here, don't put their mouth in it, let them breathe it in. And even if you want to put your nose in it, if you really need to, that'll really magnify the aromatic compounds as they're flashing up. But if you do this, and then you start to feel it going down here and you do it again, the vapors are going in and you'll feel it go lower and lower and go down into your lungs. And it is amazing. So feel free to use that or share that with anybody who's having some respiratory issues. Okay, and the next thing about respiratory blend, so seasonal pollen issues, cough, congestion, any kind of viral support, you're going to use Breathe. It has antiviral oils, sinusitis, sleep issues even. My favorite, and an ER doctor in doTERRA, he's amazing, and he said that you should use On Guard, Serenity, and Breathe in your diffuser, all 3 every night. The reason why On Guard is immune supporting, Breathe is immune supporting, but also opens the airways. So for just really great to breathe that in, as well as the lavender or the serenity for sleep and calming and stress. And those 3 oils in your diffuser are a winner every time. So I'm going to go to the next one. Again, apply to your chest, over bridge of nose. Inhale from cupped hands to improve open airways and improve breathing. Diffuse throughout the day to cleanse the air and open airways. Okay, so I'm not sure if Maranatha's here. I'm going to try.
Oh, you can't see me?
No. Now, when someone's talking, you can only see one person on the screen at a time.
Oh, I have mine on gallery, so I can see everybody.
Oh, maybe I should.
Okay.
Do that. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a gallery view. Oh, look at that.
The Protect Kit, you can also do a lot of great cleansing around your home with. So with this kit, for example, you can combine tea tree, bergamot, purify, and On Guard all together in a glass spray bottle and top it off with water as a cleaning spray for just all purpose. I don't even know how many drops you would need, like 5-10 of each maybe at the most, I would think. And then the rest, just some filtered water of some kind. And then you can use On Guard, the hand sanitizer, to clean surfaces when you're out on the go. Because it's small, it fits in your purse, so you can almost use that, to clean door handles,
yes,
clean off a table if you go to a restaurant, things of that nature. You can. It's funny. You can clean the toilet seat with it if you really want to go crazy cleaning at a public restroom. So you can also diffuse tea tree, bergamot, purify, and On Guard. Any of those in any combination will cleanse the air. And that's up to you to play with and see how you like it. So one of the oils that we haven't talked about.
I have the list for Purify. I'm ready to go when you're ready.
Oh, you're ready for Purify?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that okay? You can pipe in, but here's my favorite thing, uses the Purify. So Purify is excellent for cleansing. It's called the Cleansing Blend. It's only for diffusing or perhaps topical use also. It has lime, lemon, Siberian fir, Austrian fir, pine, citronella, tea tree or melaleuca, same thing, and cilantro. So it is a potent oil that does many different things. So it helps with killing off bad things that you don't want, microbes and things, especially in your laundry. So my favorite use of it is to use to do it in the with the laundry. Put 2 to 4 drops with. Let me look at my book here. Yep, 2 to 4 drops to a load of laundry. And how I do it, I don't know how you do it, but what I do is I put it in the part of my. I have a top loader and there's a bleach section. So I put 3 to 4 drops of Purify and I put 2 or 3 glug, white vinegar, and it chases it down. And let me just tell you, that comes out during the bleach cycle of the thing, and it is amazing. Your laundry it still smells beautiful, citrus, clean when it's done, and even after the dryer. And number 2, if you forget your laundry, like maybe some people like me might do, I mean, I don't know if you ever do this, but I sometimes forget about my laundry, and it doesn't go sour. So that's really good if you have high humidity or you in the hot weather, to put that Purify in your laundry. It really helps decrease the microbes that would cause the bad smell in your laundry.
So how many drops do you add?
I literally add 2 to 4 drops. I mean, 2 for a small load, 4 drops for a big load. So it's not a lot. There's 250 drops, so it's 250 or 240 divided by 4. I can't do math. 60 uses. And so it's a great oil to get now. So the other way I use Purify is when I burn something in the kitchen. It gets rid of smoke smell. It's crazy how well it works, as well as mildew. And then also burning. If you burn, I said burning, mildew. What was the other thing when we come back from traveling, we diffuse Purify in our house, and it really, and open the windows, and it just, much faster than opening the windows, it gets rid of all the bad smells. So absolutely want to use for, it says here for allergies, apply to chest, bottoms of your feet, and diffuse. I've never used it for allergies. Have you used it for allergies, Maranatha?
Purify?
Yeah.
No, I can't say that I have. I've used it as bug repellent at night.
Oh.
I haven't used it during the day because of the lemon. So if I put it on my skin during the day, that makes it photosensitive. But at night, I pulled it out, sitting around Starbucks outside, and pulled that out to keep away mosquitoes, and it worked amazing. We just put it on the 4 corners of the table, and then put it on our skin, and then the mosquitoes stayed away.
So drop a Purify on the 4 corners of a table if you're at a picnic table, and then dilute it, put it on your skin. There is citrus oil in it. And then second thing is, I have here bug bites and stings. So that's what we do for tick bites. When my kids get tick bites, we're diluting that and applying it to the area, or a bee sting, regularly every few hours. And I definitely recommend diluting this oil. It's a potent oil, so really good for the air cleansing too. So
Oh, Anna says that she puts it on a piece of a newspaper and then puts that in the bottom of the trash can to keep her trash can fresh.
That's right. I forgot. I used to do that with paper towels. I got out of that habit because I moved it into the laundry room. I'm actually out, guys. My laundry is going sour. I gotta get another bottle. So I'm good.
Man, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna buy this kit.
Not good. Oh my gosh. Okay, I never know what to do with my Purify, so I'm so glad we're talking about it. Okay, so should I go on? Or
Yeah, I think we did good.
Okay.
We did good.
Okay. And hi everyone. Hi Anna. Hi Susan. Okay, so the Respond kit, I don't think we covered frankincense as much. And so frankincense I don't think we got to that one. Frankincense is a really amazing oil for anti-inflammatory. It helps with pain. It is amazing for like nerve pain. I met a lady at my booth when I was working at an outdoor market, and she said, "Oh, that deep blue sounds great, but I can't use that because I have nerve pain, and anything minty flares it up worse." And I said, "Well, I don't know if this is going to work, but frankincense, I hear it's good for pain. Why don't you try it on?" So she put some on her arm, came back to me in 2 minutes, and she said, "Whatever that is, it works, and I need to get that."
Wow.
And it really helps people, like, say, with, like, autoimmune type of pain, joint pain, things like that. So we call it pain balm. There's also another liquid name for it, but I can't say it out.
Yeah, don't say it, girl.
But it's marjoram and lemongrass.
And copaiba.
No, well, you can also do copaiba, but it's frankincense, lemongrass, marjoram, and you can add in copaiba as well. And you could do about 20 drops of each if you're doing those three. But if you're adding in the copaiba, then like maybe do 15 drops of everything, and then fill the rest of the bottle with coconut oil.
Who thought she was talking about a veggie capsule? Raise your hand.
Oh no!
God, I thought we were like 20 drops each.
You could put like 1 to 2 drops of each, 1 to 3, 1 to 3 of each in a veggie capsule.
I have one really bad pain, and I was desperate. I have the original blend from a long time ago was like 6 drops each, so I have done a total of 3 to 6 drops when necessary with those oils. But I would only do that for shorter periods of time, just because want to make sure we're not taking too many oils internally. But I found it was better to take it more often, so I'd make a few capsules of it, and it was amazing. So
yeah, the oils, your body uses them really quickly. So you might need to do another dose. Like you may find it helped you, but then you need to do it again. Okay, so with oils, if it works, but you do need to reapply or take another dose. Keep at it until the problem resolves, and it will resolve. It just sometimes takes patience and time. Again, frankincense, just like copaiba, yes, they're sisters from another mister.
Yes.
Frankincense and copaiba. So you can do the same with copaiba and frankincense. Put a little bit on your thumb and massage it to the roof of your mouth for a headache. Massage it. I have used it for a headache actually topically when past tense was not working that day. Past tense was my favorite oil for headaches, but it wasn't working. So I rubbed the the frankincense all over my forehead, behind my ears, up and down my neck, on my shoulders, and in a few minutes I forgot I had a headache, and it had been just like bugging me. It would not go away. So it works for headaches. So frankincense is the king of oils because it's very chemically diverse. So that means that it can address many different cells. Okay, so the oils go to all different kinds of cells on purpose. That's what they're designed to do. But frankincense can go to more kinds of cells, and so it can do more for you. So definitely look into frankincense. You want to get that. Ardoterra frankincense is different than other frankincense on the market because it's 4 variety of frankincense tree. So we're the only frankincense that I know of that has all 4 in one bottle. So some other companies sell the different variety of frankincense separately. And I love this because it's going to address any need. So you don't have to think about like, well, what type of frankincense? You don't have to buy multiple different kinds of frankincense. You can just buy one. It's super
that's helpful. Thank you. Gosh, that's
awesome.
So
this kit is such a great deal. For only the month of May, you can get these 7 oils for $150, and that is giving you wholesale price. And if you don't yet have a doTERRA account, this is the perfect time. And Lita and I, and also Jill Beal and Kim Lee, we're all doing Diamond Club and doTERRA. So if you or one of your friends needs to get going with oils, right, needs to open your own doTERRA account and start getting free oils from doTERRA, this is a great way to start with 7 amazing oils. Also a great kit if you already happen to have a diffuser. And frankincense, literally, if you priced out each of these bottles, okay, if you left off the frankincense, this kit would come to $150 wholesale. Then if you add in frankincense, so your frankincense is basically free in this kit. So free frankincense is good. It's the thing you want. So this is a great kit for staying healthy, easy breathing, reducing your stress. Oh yeah, and frankincense helps with mood. How could I forget to tell you? With mood, put 2 drops under your tongue to relieve stress. And a friend of mine, through her doctor's care, was able to wean off of her anxiety medication, working with her doctor and putting 2 drops under her tongue, I believe it was twice a day, of frankincense. So if you're stressed or if you're in doubt, when in doubt, frank it out. If you don't know what oil,
Frank it out. Love it. Frank it out.
Okay, and then to just wrap up the Protect kit, Lita, do you want to?
Yes. So
I think
this
we covered all the oils. So you could just give us a little.
Yeah, so right. So the Protect kit is also, think of protect your body, protect your home, protect from little things that want to come in there and mess it up. So that is a great kit. So again, and for respiratory as well as spring and summer issues. And so you want to get the tea tree, the bergamot, Purify, and then small bottle of On Guard, and then On Guard hand sanitizer, which is only 1 per order. So I'm glad you're able to get in this kit. And that amazing diffuser that I love what Maranatha shared about that, and that's $125, and you can get it as a new customer. And get this, normally you have to spend that $35, like she was saying, to be a wholesale customer, set up your wholesale account, but it's waived when you get these 2 kits. So it's really inexpensive. So for new people, this is a great kit. Again, reach out to me or to Maranatha's team if you're getting started, because we can give them a free bottle of Citrus Bliss. So Citrus Bliss is awesome. And we have a special promo code. So that's why you have to reach out to us. If you're going to help a friend get started, please get our promo code and communicate with us so we can get that to them, that free oil from doTERRA. So thank you.
We just have to say hello to them, welcome them to the team, and then they get Citrus Bliss. We have to register them and get them a special code for their Citrus Bliss. Okay. So, and this shows you, look, I can enlarge the screen. This is fantastic. That shows you that you get free Citrus Bliss with a 100 PV startup order, and then Adaptive with 300 PV startup order.
Adaptive and Citrus Bliss. Hold on, Adaptive and.
You get both.
Yes.
Combination. You get both. And Adaptive is, my word for Adaptive is disarming. I put it in the diffuser and it's like all my defenses go. And I just relax.
I love that.
And it's amazing.
Love that.
Okay, and then if you get started through Diamond Club with your doTERRA account, started with your 100 PV, the second month that you're in doTERRA, you can process a 100 PV loyalty order, and that's a customizable order that gives you lots of free stuff and rewards. And when you do that 100 PV order, your second month in, you get a 25-point reward, which basically is $25 shopping spree from doTERRA, and it appears in your cart. So this would end up being, if you get started this month, the reward appears in your cart in July. You do the extra order in June, and the reward appears in July.
After the 15th, yep.
Yep, after the 15th. So that is a great deal.
Then our team has different little goodie bags. So definitely touch base with us we can get your people those goodie things. So yeah, Krista, did you want to share something? You popped on really quick. Is there something that you wanted to share?
Yeah. Oh no. Well, I heard you guys were talking about all of the oils. And I actually just finished putting lemon into my water. I don't know if you guys talked about lemon, but it's probably one of my favorites. So I put it in my water because it's detoxifying. It's also really good if you need to remove some gum or some goo from your couches or your carpet, where kids being home and getting things into the carpet. I also put it into my laundry. If I want to I'll just add a little smell of lemon to that, so it's really great. And I also put it in my dishwashing soap, so just wanted to throw that in there.
Yes, great.
That's really cool.
Thank you for sharing. Yeah, and it gets out grease stains out of clothing. Someone in our community went live and told us all about how she had something that was full of grease, and she thought it was been dried and washed. She put lemon oil and re-washed it again, and it worked to get all the grease out. So it's amazing. So, all right, so that is May. So then, so just to cap up, get your order in by the May 15th. 125 PV order gets you that free citrus twist. And how you can do that is save some money. Didn't there are some great savings when you get these kits? It's like it ends up being like 10% off, correct? If you buy one of these little kits, is what I heard, is that those protect and respond kits end up being like saving you some money. So it's a really great deal than just buying the oils individually. So, and then the last thing is again, Tuesday night, did you already share that? Yes. Can we end with that beautiful graphic you did? About the skincare? So again, just to close up, Tuesday night, we have our continuing education with Maranatha's team. It's 8 p.m. and there's a Zoom link, and it'll be in both of our groups, or comment below if you need a link. And it's absolutely free for being in our community. And let me just show you the picture. So, and then we'll give you the link, and it's 8 p.m. And we have a nurse who will be teaching about it. And then afterwards, there'll be some optional training for other things too. And so when you come on live, you get to we give away free things. We've given away free, what have we given away? We've given probiotic, we've given away tangerine, we've given away On Guard hand sanitizing mist, fractionated coconut oil. So if you come live, it's great. But if you can't come live, there's a little card that we can give you that you keep track and write the code word down every week. And after you go through all 8 of them, we're going to repeat it again and again. You can go back and give us the card that you've written it down, and we're going to give you a little gift. Depending on the person, you have to talk to the person who invited you. So I hope that's helpful. And if you're on my team, we have a BOGO class on Monday nights, 2 days from now at 7:30, and I'm giving away some great prizes for being on live. I'm going to teach you about the BOGOs that you got, the BOGOs from last month. All right, thank you.